Hi there, I care and you matter. I'm Shannon and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a little problem I had and a solution I was seeking and the hack I found that was the solution to it all, or at least the solution to my frustration. I love planners, I love papers, and you can imagine what goes with that. Pens, lots of them. And I also like to carry creature comforts with me all the time. That includes lotion, that includes chapstick, things of that sort. And I used to have a little square pencil pouch, and that worked for a while, but I missed having organization. I don't like everything all jumbled in one pocket. And I know that you can get little zipper pouches for inside your planner for pens, and many people use it for that purpose. I don't. I don't like the extra bulk in my planner. I use these little resealable pouches for just extra paper, post-it notes, little notepads, what have you. So I went to my favorite local thrift store, and I looked and found and even bought some cosmetic bags because oftentimes, well, I also love index cards, and cosmetic bags are great little ways to store and transport index cards and ensure that they don't get ruined and bent up. And so I found this one. I thought, you know what? I love how sleek and professional it looks. And so I bought it, and I was thrilled because it actually has two sections, and I paid $3 for this, so you can't beat that with a stick. And I liked that it had two sections, but it just didn't have a lot of space. And that was the case with most cosmetic pouches. If it was large, it was one big open space, one container. If it had two sections, it was generally very small. It had a small gusset. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I know I can get my favorite highlighters in a smaller barrel size, but I also find the smaller barrel sizes more difficult for me to hold and uncap. So this is my favorite Sharpie highlighter. I'll leave a link to these in the description below because they're cheap, but beautiful, rich, saturated color, no bleed through. It does smear the Pilot G2 ink. That's the only gel pen I use, but if you let it dry for a moment, you can just slide the highlighter right over it. But you can see that these are big and bulky. And again, these are, I'll put the link below to the pocket size as well. They're about almost half the barrel size, but I like these. And I needed to find a way or something that would allow me to store all that in one little pouch so that I could take it with me when I left the house. And I moved on from the cosmetic pouches, and I got me a small crossbody bag. Now, I'm going to be honest. Some people call this a purse. Heck, some people use it as a purse. There's no way I could fit everything in my purse into something this size. I use something at least 4 times this size. But I discovered that, wait a minute, a small crossbody bag at the thrift store is going to be cheap, first of all. But secondly, it's going to have all of the organization that I need. Now this, mind you, now first of all, how much did I pay for this? It was $4.99, but I had a coupon. So I think after my little coupon, my discount, I spent $3, $2.99 for this plus tax. So you can't beat that with a stick. You can't get a pencil pouch, I don't care what size, let alone for good quality on Amazon for that. You just can't beat that. And so it took me a bit of searching, but this is what I found. It's a multi-sack brand, and I love it. And I'll give you a little brief tour real quick, but let me tell you how I took this little crossbody bag and turned it into my little planner pouch, my pencil pouch. This had a big old strap on it, and you know what? I did the real high-tech thing and took a pair of scissors and cut that long, not little, cut that long strap off. And suddenly, this crossbody bag, which I even love the color, became my planner pouch. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to show you all the pockets, how I use them. But look at the difference. Look at the size of that compared to this. I mean, seriously, can't beat that with a stick. And yet it's still soft, fits into my bag really easily, my writing bag with my planner, and it even stands up on its own. So I, again, could not be happier. Now, the first pocket, I haven't even discovered how I'm going to use it yet. It's a tiny, it's not real deep, But I figured, oh, I could put some tape flags in there, or you know what? Paper clips. That's a great usage for that. I'm always looking for paper clips. So there we go. Some paper clips. That's pocket number 1. Pocket number 2 has all of my pens. And I'll leave links to all my favorite pens below. I am a fanatic. I used to like the Zebra Z-Grip Flight. It's a great pen. There's nothing wrong with it per se, but it's not necessarily a bold point, and I much prefer a bold. But I got to tell you, the ink quality is phenomenal. My favorite gel pen is the Pilot G2 Bold Point Blue. If you know me, if you've been around here for any length of time, you know I prefer a bold point, and I prefer blue ink to write with. And in all honesty and all frankness, these are special limited edition designer barrels. However, these came with different colored ink. This polka dot one came with black ink inside, and this one came with, like, it was almost a neon blue. I didn't like it. But if I find barrels in the line, the Pilot G2, these are 07. That's the 07 is the size of the point. But if I find barrels that I like, I just take the ink cartridge out. The pens unscrew real easily, and then I replace it with the point size and the ink I like. So I just buy refills, and I use the pretty barrels over and over and over. So there you have it, my Frankenstein's pens. So those go in there. And then I like to have ballpoint pens as well. I actually use gel pens when my hands hurt, when it's difficult for me to hold a pen. I have psoriatic arthritis. And so gel pens allow me to just glide over the paper with very minimal effort. If I am feeling like I want to take some aggression out on the paper, or I don't know what it is, but sometimes I like the freedom to press harder on the page. And in that case, I like a good ballpoint pen. And my favorite go-to ballpoint pen is, it's been called 3 different things. The brand is Bic. It's been called Atlantis. It's been called Velocity, and now Bic has renamed it Glide. But I like the 1.6 blue ink, and okay, laugh at me, my husband does. I go through one of these pens probably every 2 weeks. Not joking. Not because there isn't a lot of ink in there, but that's how much I write. So I always have to have more than one pen. And so I can tuck all those pens right there, and I know that all of my ink pens are going to be on that second pocket. So that's pocket number 2. Now let's get into the back part. In here, I've got, not Altoids. I don't even eat Altoids, but I love this size, a container. And so I keep a little microfiber cloth for my glasses. I hate smudges on my glasses. So, and I use this container to keep the microfiber cloth clean and easily accessible in my planner pouch. I keep some whiteout. I never use pencil. I loathe it. I just do. But I also hate seeing mistakes in my planner or in my notes. So keep whiteout at hand. And then, drum roll please, my favorite tank size or tank style Sharpie highlighters. They fit in this so well, so easily without adding a lot of bulk. And these are super duper lightweight, so you know, no harm or foul there. And lastly, let's see, 1, 2, 3. There's a 4th pocket in the very, very back. And remember those creature comforts I was telling you about? I find that if I can meet my need for comfort in the moment right away, it keeps me from getting diverted to something else, stepping away and taking care of things. So I like to keep my favorite hand lotion. This is Trader Joe's. I like their Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream, 20% shea butter. And I love these little tubes, these metal tubes. You can only get these at Christmas time. They sell them in gift sets of 3. I love them because they're small and they take a beating, and I can get every last drop of the lotion out of it. And my favorite chapstick, which is Dr. Bronner's. I love the peppermint, and I don't know why, but I always take the labels off. So there you have it. My little creature comforts in the back there. And again, I just can't tell you how thrilled I am. So if you're looking for a new planner pouch to hold all your planning supplies, your pens, your highlighters, all that good stuff. There's even room in here for Post-it notes if I wanted to throw some in there. I highly recommend taking a trip to your local thrift store and treasure hunting and looking for a moderately sized crossbody bag. And you know what? Just lop that strap right off and claim it as your own. I hope you've liked this hack, this idea, and this little tour of my new little planner pouch that I'm trying out here in the new year. Thanks so much for watching, and if you don't mind, please take a moment to give me a quick like and leave a comment below. What do you think of this idea? What do you use for a planner pouch? And if you have a suggestion, leave me a link. I'll check it out. Thanks so much. Until the next video, bye-bye.